And if you've ever been to a poultry sale, you'll realise that chooks make a lot of money, as do fertile eggs. Okay, my bow. Montana Cheval, Money Talks, Canadian Elm and the chook. They make a perfect line as they make their way into the home straight and towards release point. And they're often trialling. The chook goes quick from out wide, but going to the lead is Montana Cheval. Making a mistake is My Bow, and it drops out, but Montana Cheval leads. It was a rare mistake for her to gallop last week. So it's Montana Cheval leading over Money Talks and the chook, Canadian Elm, and that break back to My Bow, who quickly got down and trotting, but has a bit of chasing to do as they make their way towards the back straight the first time. Shane Hall with Montana Cheval leads over Money Talks, the chook, Canadian Elm, and My Bow may have gained a couple of metres there, but still got a lot of chasing to do. So they've left the mile behind, and Shane has Montana Cheval freewheeling out in front, as it likes to do, over Money Talks for Paul Railton, and then the chook, Dylan Marshall, and Sean O'Sullivan with Canadian Elm, trotting much better than it did last week, which is good, and reducing that margin a little bit back to My Bow for Ross Graham. So they're approaching the 1200 now, and they'll soon be into the home straight where they'll come down for the bell, and it's Montana Cheval for Shane Hall, and it's been picking them up, putting them down very well out in front under a good hold for Shane, and then doing a good job in second is Money Talks, and the chook in third, and there's a little bit of a break to Canadian Elm and My Bow, who's tacked onto the back of him. So they've round the top turn for the final time, and approaching the 800, Montana Cheval leads now as they head into the back straight the final time. Montana Cheval leads Money Talks and the chook, and they've opened up a break on Canadian Elm, and coming to the outside of that now is My Bow. But up in front, in between turns, is Montana Cheval. Money Talks is sticking with it all the way, as is the chook, and they've got a 20-metre break to My Bow and a tiring Canadian Elm. Money Talks looks as though it could be about to come to the outside wheel of Montana Cheval, but it'll have to sprint hard if it wants to do that, as Montana Cheval still leads as they head towards the final 200. Montana Cheval leads Money Talks and the chook, and into the home straight, and full of running is Montana Cheval. Money Talks trying hard in second, the chook running on in third, but it's coming down. A good easy win to Montana Cheval over Money Talks and the chook, and it's 50 metres back to My Bow and Canadian Elm.